The Magic Tree, written by Manoj Das, narrated by Samir Ranjan Das. A man once lost his way in the forest. He climbed to a tall tree. He looked around in order to find a way out of the woods. But as far as his eyes could see, there were only trees and rocks and nothing but wilderness. He was afraid of wild animals. Their roars and howls could be heard when it became dark. He shivered as he perched on a branch at the top of the tree. After a while, he saw smoke coiling up through the tree tops of some distance. He came down and ran in the direction of the smoke. Soon he was standing in front of a little hut. Inside the hut sat an old hermit. The traveler was in no mood to leave the hermit's hut. He expressed his desire to stay there for some days and serve the hermit. The hermit agreed to his request. The man fetched for the hermit firewood from the forest and fresh water from a spring. Although the hermit himself ate nothing but fruits and roots, he went deeper into the forest twice a day and returned with delicious food for his guest. But every time he went alone. A year passed. One day, the hermit told the man, "My son, it is time for me to go away from the forest. I shall accompany you wherever you go," said the man. "That is not possible. I shall go to the high Himalayas, and I must go alone. But before we part, I would like to grant you a boon. Tell me, what would satisfy you?" The hermit asked of the traveler. The man thought for a while. "Sir, before I ask for a boon, would you kindly tell me how you managed to serve such delicious dishes for me all the days? Where were they found?" he asked. The hermit smiled. "Somewhere in the forest there is a magic tree. I just stand under it and wish for a few items of food. And whatever I asked for is instantly given to me. Sir, now I know what boon to ask of you. Please show me that magic tree," said the man, agog and excitement. The hermit looked grave. "It is not a wise request, my son. One should not have access to that tree unless one has great control over one's thoughts and desires. You see, although I have known the tree for long, I have never asked it to give anything for my own use or enjoyment. Show me the tree, please. That is the only boon I would like to have." The man went on pleading with the hermit. "You have promised me a boon. You cannot go back on your word." "Well, then," said the hermit, after much hesitation, "follow me." He led the man to a beautiful tree that stood in the extremely thick part of the forest. The man danced with joy at the sight of the magic tree. "I am now leaving the forest. We are not likely to meet again. Beware of your thoughts as long as you remain under the tree. Think wisely and nobly," cautioned the hermit as he walked away. His devotee did not even care to wish him goodbye. So overcome by his discovery the fellow had become. "I wish I had a couch here to relax on," the man muttered to himself. On his great joy and surprise, there popped up before him a luxurious couch. He reclined on it and muttered, I had seen the king lolling on such a seat enjoying a cup of wine. I wish I had a cup like that in my hand. The next moment he found himself holding a bejeweled cup, filled with wine to its brink. He took a sip from it and was overjoyed. He remembered that kings, while relaxing, were in the habit of watching dances. That had hardly come to his mind when the wood sprang to life with music. A number of charming damsels appeared from nowhere and began to dance in front of him. He suddenly remembered that it was night and that he sat in the open in the thickest part of the forest. Suppose a tiger were to pounce on me? The thought occurred in his mind before he could check in. Like a streak of lightning, a ferocious tiger pounced on him and dragged him away. Let the tiger die, he cried out. But he was no longer under the magic tree. Hence his cry went in vain. The tiger's roar and the man's cry were heard by the hermit who was in his way out of the forest. He heaved a long sigh, but did not look back.